Chris, just to be specific about Kluber, first of all, you look like, I know pitchers are supposedly ahead of the hitters, but he looked like he was dealing today. What was your take on Corey?
That's a good. I like that word. Yeah, he was definitely ahead of the hitters today. I felt like just his command and the way his ball was moving. It was sinkers going this way. It was really late. The movement's really late. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was thrilled to watch that. You see the reaction of a lot of our hitters. A lot of them, I felt like they had a really tough time against him up there. The only, obviously the Rugi homer, he kind of left that one middle, but outside of that, he didn't really miss too many spots. And like I said, his ball had a lot of life on it and a lot of late movement.
What was your, speaking of hitter reaction, what was your reaction to Rougned Odor? That looked like he crushed one. Was that a fastball or what?
That was a little cutter, kind of just left it kind of middle in, and that was probably the only one that Corey left, more middle of the plate. It's still a good piece of hitting by Rugi. That ball was coming pretty hard in on him, to the middle, but good piece of hitting, honestly. Rugi, it was a little bit of topspin for him for that ball to get out of the ballpark. It tells you how hard he hit it, because it had a little bit of topspin on it.
Next question, please, Jeff.
Hey, it seems like Scott Heineman has had a really good showing here through the first week. What have you seen from him? And it seems like with the expanded roster here, with all the things he can do, he might be a candidate for it.
Yeah, no doubt. He's we've had many conversations over the break, or the quarantine, whatever you want to call it, and he's been getting after it. He's been ready for a while. He keeps telling me that, and when this thing started back up, you could tell he was ready, physically, mentally. He was in a good spot, and I think I've been more impressed with just the at-bat quality. He's had pitches to hit. He's hit them really hard. He's staying to the middle of the field. The at-bat he had against Pico, Leclerc was really good. Pico threw him some really good slambios that were, down and away where typically you get some chase. He didn't swing at those, and then got the fastball up and got on top. And Leclerc's not an easy guy to get on top of, and drove the ball to right center. So overall, yeah, Heine came in ready, and he's been swinging the bat really well.
Thank you.
Other questions, please? Chris?
Kind of on the flip side, I know the hitters are a little bit behind the pitchers right now, but what do you see from Danny Santana at the plate? It just looks like he's struck out looking a few times. Is there any concern there, or is he still kind of just getting his timing back?
I think he's just kind of getting his timing back. I'm not overly concerned. I know he's getting a little frustrated. A couple of the pitches, funny because we don't have umpires, and we've kind of, I wouldn't say stuck it to him on a few of those calls, but a few of those calls were a little bit off the plate. So, just trying to obviously reinforce he's in a good place mentally, but I know he's working on some things with his swing, with Louie and our hitting guys. So, I'm not really too worried about it. I'd like to see him just get a little bit of success for his own, well-being, I guess, mindset-wise. But overall, I think he's in a good spot.
How exactly are you guys calling strikes back there? Is it strictly off of the machine, or are you guys eyeballing it too, or expanding the zone a little bit, or to kind of prep them for the season?
Yeah, I think the catchers, because catchers are really working on their framing, so they've been giving themselves a little bit too much credit with how good they're framing on some of those pitches. But I told them anything close. I think we might have umpires tomorrow, so I told them anything close, just kind of look back at us to confirm it, because there's no reason why we shouldn't use it if we have the machine back there to tell us, was that ball on the corner or not. There's no reason if a ball's this far off the plate. We want to reward our hitters, for quality takes, close to the zone. So I know there's been a few guys that I think Danny being probably the biggest one that's been maybe screwed the most, but. Listen, it is baseball, and umpires don't get them all right.
Thank you.
Other questions? Evan?
What do you, consecutive days, you said you don't want to talk too much about the field and don't want to give anything away. I'm just curious how big an advantage you think unfamiliarity can be for you guys.
I think it could be a huge thing. I mean, today the ball's flying out of this place, right? That's what we're going to write about. That's what I want you guys to write about. I think it's a huge advantage, especially when it comes to the roof. The dimensions of the field, the way the ball kind of carries, it may factor into the way we pitch and, the way we kind of, game plan for certain things. But I think the the biggest thing is, the way that roof plays, if you haven't caught a fly ball here, it's not that easy. So, our guys are getting the reps every day, for about a month now. We're going to have a clear advantage in that regard. And just the way the ball bounces around, there's a lot of weird kind of things around the ballpark. And, our guys are getting more familiar with it than obviously teams that can't get in here can't do that.
How long, you'll have teams in here for three games or maybe some 4-game series. Does that kind of unfamiliarity last throughout a whole series, or do teams adjust to that pretty quickly?
Yeah, I think you just never know when it's going to affect a game. For 2 days, nothing happens, and then it's the third game where something weird happens that we knew about that they didn't. And it could be on offense, it could be on defense. You just don't know. So it could not factor in at all. I mean, you could play 4 game, 5 games, 6 games, and nothing happens, and then it's just the one time where we've seen it before and they haven't. Hopefully that gives us an advantage.
Thank you.
Other questions? TR?
TR.
Just a quick couple of housekeeping. Eli White is still day-to-day with the oblique muscle, is that correct?
Yeah, I believe we're getting an MRI today, and we're going to find out more. And once we get confirmation of what comes back on that, then we'll let you know.
And then Apostle was in the lab today, so everybody is in camp with the exception of Gallo and Martin.
Yes.
And Eli's the only one on the regular training list.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, as far as position players, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Mendez is coming in as well.
Yeah, I was
What
talking
else?
about position players.
Anything else? You have one, Evan? This will be the last
Yes.
one. Last
Yes,
one.
that's why I raised my hand, John, because I had a question.
All right.
Woody, I don't know why I fixate on this stuff, but again, today I just was kind of noticing Goody, and he seems like one of those guys who really goes to his mouth a lot. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, or if you're noticing this with certain guys, and again, have you addressed it with anybody in particular?
I don't think anybody in particular, but obviously we sent out, they've had to read the manual, and we've sent out our own kind of version of what they can and can't do. So it is something that if we keep seeing it over and over again, we're going to have to address it, because it's going to be addressed for us if we don't.
Okay, thank you.
One last question. Stephen, last one.
Chris, you were talking about getting adjusted to the stadium. Are there any chances you guys are gonna open it up, or do you anticipate playing with it closed all season and not need to do that right now?
I would like to open it up. I definitely would like to see what it looks like and plays like and feels like, to be honest with you. I think we might wait till it's in the 80s. Maybe we'll look at the weather and see. And obviously a night game, we got night games coming up next week. I'm sure there'll be a cool night where we can open it up, or cooler night. I wouldn't say it's going to be cool, but maybe it's in the 85 range. Then we could I definitely want to see what it feels like, though, and looks like.
I certainly didn't think you would do it this weekend, knowing the forecast of what we're gonna see, so,
Yeah, no.
thanks.
Okay, guys, thank